Namaskar. Our show Guys, welcome to Vision of Asia Voice of the Community on ITV Gold. This Sunday in our weekly edition, we'll begin with This Week with Pantri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. We'll take you to Flushing and share glimpses of Grand Ganesh Ratha Yatra, remembrance ceremony of 9/11 victims organized by Anderson Municipal Council. Northeast United States Carom Association brings Carom tournament report on that. And fundraiser for Muni Sevashram. We will also have New York, New Jersey Supply Diversity Council organizing breakfast series with AICC. And we'll conclude with a special report on private screening for film directed by Vikas Khanna, Barefoot Empress. All this coming up right after these short messages. Stay with us. And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in This Week. Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and this is a special program and a privilege to be with Pantri Dr. Sudhir Parikh every week. Doctor, welcome.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Namaskar.
Doctor, so much is happening in the world. When we say a combination of good and bad, both happens. But when we look back, and I want to recollect and seek your reflection on an important development where Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveiled the statue of Subhash Chandra Bose ji, and we have now Rajpath known as Kartavya Path. How do you see that whole vision coming to life?
I think Honorable Prime Minister's vision and thoughts are really very, very unique, very exciting, and it has a lot of long-lasting meaning to it. Once you say, when you are changing the name from Rajpath to Kartavya Path, that shows that you are really at the end of the 75th year of independence. You are cutting off all the connections with the colonialism and the British Raj.
On that note, it just coincided that Queen also left her mortal frame. She was 90 plus, and there were discussions in India. Some people were expressing a lot of grief on her passing, and some people were reflecting on how British has treated India. Your general impression, and American press has also talked a lot about British monarchy, and some people here also criticize that we need not pay that much attention. So, your personal take on
well, my personal take is that she was a great queen. She ruled, she was queen for almost 70 years. It's a long-lasting monarchy, and she is very smart, very charming, very personable. Whoever met her always came out with a lot of good impression about her, and of course, in 70 years, the time changes, politics changes, people changes. So, but she act accordingly what is good for people of United Kingdom and England and the Commonwealth in general. So, I think we all should mourn or feel sorry for Queen Elizabeth leaving us, because she was there as a grandma for last 70 years, as far as all people remember right now. And I think always remember a positive part of any individuals rather than some negative thing in the past, because we don't know that time what was her circumstances, why she took that decision or this decision or that decision, and why she acted accordingly. And probably she acted accordingly. But we know that, for example, in Jallianwala Bagh, when she came back in, I think in 60, recently, few years ago, 20, 30 years ago, that time she went there and she paid homage to those Shaheeds. Of course, it's probably, for some people it's not enough because she didn't say sorry, but being probably a monarch, monarch of the country, or Commonwealth, it is probably, we don't know what the protocol is, whether they can say that or not.
So what they can say or they cannot say, probably we do not know, but how we feel and how they made us feel, that becomes a very sensitive space, and people are very emotionally charged.
But I personally believe that always our Ved teaching says that when you forget somebody, you are always at peace with your mind and brain. So I think forgiveness is always a great tool to be happy. Dr. Parikh, I would also like to share the important initiative in terms of your support as having taken a special cricket bat symbolic with signature of Virat Kohli. And we also had in our studio gentleman Rishikesh ji, who talked about how all this is helping. So we'll share that clip. On 18th September, an important event is happening in New Jersey, and that is to support Life Global, and how Life Global is reaching out to different sections of society for education, for women empowerment, to strengthen this important organization. Chairman of ITV Gold, Parikh Worldwide Media, as well as Chairman of Life Global, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh has also been instrumental in taking part for the auction of an important cricket bat, and how this cricket bat becomes very important. We have the pleasure, first of all, thanking all of you for being with us, and Rishikesh ji is with us, Amarji is with us, and of course Dr. Parikh. This bat, I see Rishikesh ji has signature of Virat Kohli. Talk to me about the significance of Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh taking this bat in the auction.
Yeah, thank you. And first of all, I thank you, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. And on behalf of Life Global, we just started auction today for 18th September's fundraising event with Asha Parekh ji. And this cricketer is Virat Kohli, original signed by Virat Kohli, Indian cricketer. And this auction, which first bat took by our global chairman, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Thank you very much, Sudhir ji, for taking this first bat. And the journey is continue for the Gandhiji's established school in Gujarat of India, Western India, and also in women empowerment program. This both cause Dr. Sudhir Parikh, Mr. Amar Shah, and of course Dr. Arun Palkhiwala taking up on this 18th September fundraising event.
So once again, I thank you, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, for having compassion in action and continuing to serve the community, and your parting words from today's show.
Well, dear friends, I'm a chairman of the NGO called Life Global, and Life Global has two big initiatives. One is education, where we built primary schools in the villages. So far we have completed 108 schools, and our goal is to complete 121 schools by end of the 2025. The second goal is to empower the women. So far we already empowered 10,000 women, and our goal by 2025 to make that number 15,000. So we'll be uplifting 15,000 poor family from the poverty. And so please come and join us and donate generously to Life Global and its initiative. Till then, I would like to say, God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and we'll see you Till then, we'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.
Ganesh Ratha Yatra is a day to celebrate the presence of Sri Mahavallabha Ganapati, and Utsav Murti is taken on the streets. People come with joy to take blessings, and there are prayers for peace and harmony in the world, as well as, of course, in the New York City. And for the first time, it was the presence of Mayor of New York, Eric Adams, that also added to enthusiasm of devotees. President of Hindu Temple Society of North America, Dr. Uma Maisurekar, appreciated support, love of devotees, as well as presence of Mayor. Here are some highlights from this grand Ganesh Rath Yatra.
The Hindu Temple Society of North America, a non-profit organization that manages the Sri Mahavallabha Ganpati Devasthanam temple located in Queens in New York City, organized Ganesh procession yesterday on September 11th. The temple is commonly known as the Ganesh Temple because the central deity in the temple is Ganesha. Ashok Vyas, senior correspondent at ITV Gold, attended the Ganesh Yatra and spoke to patrons and worshippers present for the procession. Let's watch the highlights.
Such a great honor to have you here, and I'm so delighted. I want to see how you feel about today being 11th September, and then this Rath Yatra, which comes with prayers of peace and harmony and brings a sense of joy. Your feelings on these both days coming together?
Well, I think that there's a clear message here that on a day that is a remembrance of so much destruction, that we also are here to know about the great beauty and joy that we have on the power of prayer, the power of faith, and power of belief. And so as we acknowledge September 11th, we want to also acknowledge a day of healing and prayer. This temple is extremely significant to this community, and it's the coming together of pain that we find purpose, and that purpose is in our faith and in our prayer. And I'm happy to be here today. I'm really excited of the optimism that we have for the future of our city and of our country.
A quick supplementary question. I saw you on India Day parade, and you were fitter than the Bollywood star. So there is so much focus on physical fitness, but talking about emotional fitness of the New York City, what are the steps that you think should be taken?
Well, it lies right here. We should incorporate wellness into everything we do. And wellness is not only what we consume in food, but wellness is also the type of food we put in our minds. And, you know, when you're here today and have a place where you can pray, where you can worship, where you can meditate, where you can have well wishes for others, not only ourselves, it's a real symbol of that we are going to be all right as a city and as a country.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Appreciate it,
Thank
really.
you. We
Thank
appreciate you.
And he's come for the first time to the temple, and he came on a very auspicious day. And so we request him to say a few words, and we request him to come back at leisure so you can show him the temple, what it means for a Hindu worship, what it exactly is, where so many people gather, dance, sing, and offer our praise to the Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Our favorite candidate for civil court judge. Our club, Daniel Patrick Monial Democratic Club, already endorsed her for that race, and she is the perfect candidate for our community because she grew up in this community, she lives in this community, and today is a very auspicious day. We are celebrating last day of Ganesh Chaturthi at Ganesh Temple in Flushing, Queens, and I just want to wish everybody that Lord Ganesha bestow with lots of happiness, peace, health, prosperity to everyone besides who you are, what race, creed, color you are.
Pleasure is all mine. I take part in the Ganesh parade every year, and it's coming back bigger and better than before. There's so much to celebrate in this community. And you see, even though it's raining a little bit, so many thousands of people out here in Flushing in front of the Hindu Temple Society celebrating this annual tradition. It's a tradition not just for the Ganesh Temple, it's a tradition for all of New York.
Absolutely. And I would like to mention in your presence, you are one of those leaders that I've seen, whether it is high tide or low tide, you always maintain your sense of evenness. How that happens and how it is related to having faith?
Because I have the privilege of representing these fine people, all of these residents who make this community wonderful. I have the guidance of incredible individuals like Dr. Uma Mazarka. I've got Ashok as my friend. I mean, what could be better?
I'd like to request Mr. Dilip Chauhan just to make a few words.
गणपति बापा मोरया गणपति बापा मोरया गणपति बापा मोरया 110th Mayor of the New York City. Mayor, this is the first Hindu temple in America. This is not only temple, but we have the community center, we have the auditorium, and when people need help, they were standing us whenever the community needs during the COVID-19 also. They have opened up the temple for the mental health. People wanted to bless, people wanted to chant. So Dr. Maisurkar, she is a pioneer in the Hindu community, and this is not 1 year. Today is a very auspicious. After 12 years, we have called the Kumbhabhishekam. So every 10 years, we do this festival. So today is the end of the Kumbhabhishekam for this year. So again, everyone, happy Ganesh Chaturthi. New York City Mayor Eric Adams, thank you for joining this grand Ganesh festival. I can see here all our elected officials are here. Mayor, thank you so much. Dr. Uma, thank you what you do for the community. Since so many years, she has given her life for this temple. And only one more thing, this building you see here, where that's owned by this temple, next door. So this street is named in January, you could not make it, but this street is known as the Hindu Ganesh Temple Street. So this street known as the Ganesh Temple Street this year. We're going to take a picture also over there. Thank you.
We welcome our Senator John Liu. We have Assemblyman David Webren, and here our local councilwoman Sandra Ung, and I don't know if anybody else is there, and of course local Nita Jain. We welcome all of you for this great festival and appreciate you joining us in this great parade. Thank you so much. Let's all walk through now.
Well, my name is Dayani. I'm very excited. It's been 2 years since we got to see such an amazing event. Just seeing the events occur brought tears to my eyes. It's such a joyous occasion, and just seeing it rain, honestly, it makes it more auspicious by the day. I'm just happy that everyone gets to come and enjoy such a nice moment.
My name is Sudaina Raghunandan, and it's just incredible to be here. It's a joyous occasion. The rain is much more blessings to us, and gathering together with our community, it's extraordinary. And we are blessed to be here. Maha Ganapati Namaha.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. I am blessed to be able to come to a city where we embrace the various religious groups in the Hindu religion is so important to our city, and being here at this temple means a lot to me, and I thank you for your prayers, and your blessings and wishes for goodwill. And this community is very important to all of us, and you're so important to our city. And during these difficult times, it is going to take the power of faith, the power of prayer, and the power of belief. But if we do that, we'll come together as one city. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'd like
9/11 is indeed a day that we will never forget. And a remembrance ceremony was organized by Edison Municipal Council as a mark to pay tributes to those whom we lost in the attack of 9/11. Over 3,000 lives were lost, 715 or so hailed from New Jersey.
It absolutely was the theme of unity, and it's especially important as we reflect on the last 21 years that we remember that when tragedy strikes, we were all able to unite around the United States of America. And 9/11, what it was simply an attack, a hateful attack on the lives of Americans and all of our freedoms. And I can't express enough how proud I am that 21 years later, we remain stronger than ever in the United States of America. And we must remember that we always have each other's backs.
At that time, my fellow students, friends were in complete fear. We had no idea what was going on. And Ms. Friedman turned to us, I remember exactly where she was, and she said, I can't tell you much, but what I can tell you is that the events that took place just earlier this morning will change the lives of the entire world forever.
Behind our law enforcement, our fire department, our first responders, because everyone seems to talk on one side of the aisle or the other side of the aisle. But I know that myself that we need all of you. And I know that you go where places we don't want to go. You go straight into danger and you don't think nothing about it. I'm looking here at Mrs. Cohen because on that day we worked in the same school system. She was at McGinnis, I was at Shell School. And if you know the way it's built, Shell School, the building is just, you look straight to New York. Each morning you get up, you just look straight into New York. So as the building was being hit with, I'm surrounded with children. So the teacher from next door walked
Thank you, Mayor and Council, for once again doing this ceremony, and of course our Recreation Department and our Edison TV for always being there for this.
Well, I'm just glad to be here at the Edison Municipal Building to remember 9/11 and all the people who sacrificed. It's really important that Edison and the other towns have these ceremonies so that we remember the sacrifice and the bravery of that day, and also the unity that is so important. In unity there's strength, and it's so important that as a country we stay united. So thank you.
Northeast United States Carom Association is sustaining the momentum for carom lovers, inspiring them, motivating them, and giving them an opportunity to hone their skills on this carom board. Carom tournament organized by this association was a big success. Here are some highlights.
I can't even see.
There are many people like me. So, Madhukalia won the toss and you decided to strike, I guess, right? Good luck to both of you.
Big round of applause for Ashok Kumar Sampath. It was a challenging final. There was a best of 3 game. We went out. and for Newska too. And he will be representing United States in World Cup too. And with this form, we're sure that there will be more miracles coming. Round of applause for Anthony and Amar for third position.
Champion.
A big round of applause for Rup Krishna and Rehan Nair. Not just the medals, and they will be winning the prize money of $250.
Jai Sri Krishna.
With Shibu and Srini. Amar and Anthony, please come to the stage.
Good job, guys.
Well, I cannot begin to tell how am I feeling. I started very nervous, especially in the tight matches or the matches after the league round. But then I started building confidence, and now I think the experience has been really enriching for me. And now I feel pretty confident to come back for another one. Otherwise, at the start of day one, I wasn't thinking of coming back ever. So I think it's only been rewarding for me. So thank you so much to all the participants, to all of them who gave me a good fight and gave me a chance to improve my game. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Amar. Anthony wants to tell something.
Apart from thanking everyone, thank you to all our Canadian colleagues who are here till now to see the game. And one big thank you to Louis, who was instrumental for me being here, because he was following me after every game. He would ask me what's happening, and he was my sparring partner, and that's what made me come here. Thank you very much, Louis.
Do this or some
Hip hip, hooray!
Hello everyone, this is Abul Shakil Beg, President of Northeast United States Carom Association. We were having a Newscast Summer 2022 Carom event on yesterday and today. It was a two-day event which has a singles and doubles, two events in two separate days. After playing certain number of matches, 6 to 7 matches, we finally got our two winners. So currently I'm standing here next to Madhu Kalia and Anthony Ryan, who reaches the finals for Newscast Summer 2022. I would like them to say a few words on this thing, please.
Thank you, Shakil, and thank you to Newsca for inviting us. It's been a great experience so far. I think it's been to get to the finals. It's been some tough matches. I just want to actually thank the organizers for actually making this happen, so we can come and actually enjoy the game here.
Thank you so much. Anthony, a few words, please.
Hello, this is Anthony Ryan from Canada. It's been a wonderful two-day tournament. It's been grueling, but we enjoyed. We're enjoying it, and hope all the best to Madhu for the finals. And let's see.
An event was organized to support Muni Sevashram's efforts and services that are being extended to different sections of society, including women with lesser ability to comprehend what is happening, so that less IQ level of girl child becomes additional burden for family members. Muni Sevashram helps them, as well as there is a medical facility provided at not for profit basis for the villagers, those who come to the Muni Sevashram, which is located near Rajkot in Gujarat. Here are some highlights from the event organized to support Muni Sevashram in New Jersey.
thank you, ITV Gold, for inviting me to say a few words. I have a long-term association with Muni Sevashram. Since its inception, I've been connected with Anuben Thakur, who was the original organizer of this. And from a very small institution, by adopting one child, she started the whole organization. And step by step, it has become like a big Vatvruksh. So from a small seed, with the proper nurturing and everything, now this organization has come to a stage at the international level where they have so many activities which is happening, anath ashram, school, vocational guidance to the children, hospital, and a place for a mentally retarded girls is also there. They have a Manav Seva Mandir where elderly people can also, take a rest and fulfill their desire. And they have a big cancer institution. So many work is going on under leadership of Vikram Bhai, and we are very proud of him. I urge everybody to support this organization and help them whatever way you can. And thank you once again, ITV Gold, for inviting me.
And this organization I involved more than 20 years ago when Anuben was here in first time in this country. At the time she came out for fundraising for the senior peoples for the home and back home. But the time I learned it from her, and from that day I involved with her all the time, and every year I participated in that programs. And also 4 times I already visited to ashram in Vagodia near the Baroda. I'm glad to see that a lot of people came here today and participating in this event. We are really appreciate, and we hope that everybody can participate and help as much as you can do. Thank you.
Hi, my name is MZ. My name is MZ Patel, and I want to say that Muni Seva was a great service they provided from Anuben and to Dr. Vikram Bhai. It's a good supporter we are, and we will be there with them always. Thank you.
Muni Seva Ashram is a charitable foundation in India and serving in the rural tribal area of Baroda, Gujarat. And we have provided educational and medical services mainly to the needy people. And also we serve as senior citizen home and mentally challenged women there. And also promoting the organic farming and renewable energy technologies in nearby area.
Because we are really supporting Vikram Bhai and Goraj Hospital, Muni Sevashram Cancer Hospital. I was his colleague, and it is my imperative duty to help any cause, and whatever he's doing for years and years. We are just minimal. What he is doing cannot be matched. We are just little part of it,
Muni Seva Ashram, I came to know about it in 1985, and I visited first time in 1986 when I went to India. And what I saw was amazing. It was very divine atmosphere, and I was sold to it. So since then, I have made Muni Seva Ashram as my field of activity. So in 2015, I retired from my practice of surgery. And since then, I'm spending my post-retirement time for the benefit of the Muni Seva Ashram. So now that I'm not working anymore, I visit every year. I spend a couple of months there. And, we help out with the activity that supports all the activity that the Muni Seva Ashram does. And even we work at enhancing what is being done. For me, it is a place of pilgrimage. And you have to really go there to see the kind of peacefulness you will feel when you visit there. Not too long ago, I took one of the Sadhviji there from the South India. And after we finished the tour of the ashram, she told me that, Yogi, I feel very divine vibrations. And that is the kind of this place is. For the New York, New Jersey area, I'm one of their directors in New York. So if anybody is interested, I'll be happy to give them my phone number, which is 718-877-8774. Please call me anytime, day or night. I'll be happy to give you whatever the information you need as far as the activities of Muni Seva Ashram is concerned. Besides that, we have a website. It's called www.munisevaashram.org. And Muni Seva Ashram is one word, no spaces. And if you visit the website, you will get plenty of information about the various activities we do. If you want to support the activity, there is a place for also donating online for the USA members. And since I retired, I have made this Muni Seva Ashram as my place of pilgrimage and my karma bhumi. Because this is one way I can give back to the motherland, which gave me not only birth, but education and made me what I am today.
American Indian Chamber of Commerce is working with innovative approach, and they join hands with New York, New Jersey Supply Diversity Council to offer more information that would help business owners. And a breakfast series was organized. Is being organized, actually. There will be 8 parts of the series, and the first one took place recently. Here are some highlights.
Let me quickly give you a summary of what is BPU, stands for Board of Public Utilities. It is, it's a quasi-government agency. It is under the Department of Treasury, and there are 5 commissioners who are appointed by the governor, nominated by the governor, and confirmed by the Senate. And depending on who the governor is, governor's party is Democrat, then you have 3 commissioners from the Democratic Party and 2 commissioners from the Republican Party.
People who are not certified as that category. So that's all it's all about. It's just that certification that you are who you say you are, and that gives you the opportunity to bid on set-aside contracts, to avail of programs which large companies have. They have a goal to meet of 30-40% of their spend has got to be in diverse spend. So if you're able to tap into that, that does not take away from the fact that you've got to be a good business, you've got to be a business which can deliver. And big companies help you grow that. As a small business, as you make the journey, they force you to become better business people on your own. So one path to really becoming better business people is to get certified, not just on the dollars and cents of it, but also the fact that it will help you grow. Our community in terms of what is supplier diversity. Our strength comes from our members. So we really want to build our membership with good, not that any business is bad, but we want good, credible business people to become part of our chamber, because our strength, our ability to get big corporations, our ability to get good speakers to our events is strictly dependent on having a good audience for them. If I don't have a good audience, or the chamber doesn't have a good audience, chances are half the people in this room are already certified. I mean, if you're in a small minority business, chances are that you're already certified. Just a question of where do you go from being certified? What happens next? So not only are we encouraging people who are not being certified to get certified, but people who are certified, we want to get them to the next level. And believe me, large corporations, that's one of the reasons I want to show the next slide. So learn and grow. Supplier diversity gives me a chance to network with great teams who focus on getting me engaged with the right people for the category that matches our capabilities. So not only will they identify what your capabilities are, but they give you an idea of what your strengths are, how you can build on it. So the other important reason is corporate is really committed to supplier diversity. If you look at it, these are not very clear, but
today to think about the top Forbes 200 companies and guess the percentage of how many companies have a supplier diversity program. So let's see a show of hands for people who think that's below 50%. No, you're fine. Well, he blew the surprise. So it is a whopping 92%. So this clearly indicates that there is a correlation between supplier diversity and profitability. Now ask yourself if your company is going to be left behind if you don't have a strategy in place, or if you have one that's simply just not working. The short answer is yes, but it is a massive yes. Here's why. Without supplier diversity, you simply won't be as competitive. Diversifying your supplier base means that you're increasing competition, you're reducing your costs, you have more innovation, and your goods and services will ultimately better align with your employees, your customers, and the communities that you serve. Now, in order to fully understand the diversity landscape, we have to understand the impact. Latino-owned companies account for over 4 million U.S. businesses. African-American-owned account for over 2.5 million. Asian-owned are at over 500,000. Veteran-owned are at over 2.5 million, totaling $1 trillion in revenue. Women-owned have a whopping 13 million, totaling in $1.8 trillion in revenue. LGBT-owned have 1.4, contributing to 1.7 million in revenue. The average percentage that I see despite these numbers with diverse companies or corporations is less than 10%. With the amount of impact that diverse companies have on the economy, this percentage is extremely low. We need to start moving the needle, and we need to move in a really large way. I encourage all the companies in this room to develop meaningful relationships with vendors, advocate for them, and help them get a true opportunity. The most powerful aspect of this chamber is the network. Now that we understand the large demographic of diverse suppliers, how does this impact the consumer? In a study done for Coca-Cola, 49% of their consumers were more likely to use Coca-Cola product from just learning about their program. 25% were more likely to think favorably about the brand. And 45% are more likely to perceive the brand as valuing diversity. There's a clear value in having a program. Now what's next? Now it's time to build one. There are 13 best practices to do that, but I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites. Leadership support. You absolutely need executive buy-in in order to achieve your goals. You then want to align those goals with your overall business objectives. Leverage your internal employee resource groups. They will help you drive the change throughout your entire organization, and they will be your biggest advocates. Incentives. Get really creative with rewarding your employees for actually using diverse suppliers. Then track your progress. Make sure you're measuring what's working and what's not so that you can adjust. When it comes to tracking progress, we often see companies struggle the most when it comes to executing a really good strategy.
Is one of the 23 organizations nationally that make up the National Minority Supplier Development Council. So our particular council, which has been in existence for 49 years, covers the entire state of New York, northern and central New Jersey, up to and including the capital, Trenton. We have 1,300 businesses that are certified with us and 155 corporations that are members. So I'll go into that in a moment. But what is all of this? You know, you've heard some information regarding certification. That's one of the things that we do. And what are we certifying?
Vikas Khanna, celebrity chef, also has made his name as a filmmaker. A film made by Vikas Khanna, Barefoot Empress, takes us to the life of someone who pursued his love for learning even after having spent 9 decades on this earth. And what this extraordinary woman says through his actions to us, Vikas Khanna, writer-director, brings that through this film, which was privately screened recently. Here are some highlights.
Filmmaker Vikas Khanna has captured this journey beautifully, and we can't wait to show you this film momentarily. I also want to thank Asia Society supporters, many of whom are in the room tonight, and I want to recognize the permanent representative of India to the United Nations and the Consul General of India to New York, who have joined us this evening.
പ്രചോദനമായി മാറിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. കാർത്തികേയനെ കണ്ട് നമ്മളുടെ പെൺകുട്ടികളെ പഠിപ്പിക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു എല്ലാ രക്ഷകർത്താക്കൾക്കും അതൊരു പ്രചോദനമായി മാറട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ആശംസിക്കുന്നു.
അമ്മയെ പോലെ ഇത്രയധികം കഠിനാധ്വാനം ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു വ്യക്തിയെ പോലും ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. എനിക്കറിയാം അമ്മ ഈ ചെയ്യുന്നത് അമ്മയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയല്ല, നമ്മുടെ സമൂഹത്തിലെ സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി മാത്രമാണ്.
എന്നും അമ്മയ്ക്ക് പോകാൻ പറ്റിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ ദൈവം എന്നും നമ്മളെ കൂടെ വീട്ടിലൊത്തു. ഇന്നും വിളിച്ചു വായിച്ചു, ഇന്നും തുമ്പൂവായിട്ടും ഇന്നും കാറ്റായിട്ടും പൂവായിട്ടും എൻ്റെ വീട്ടിലെത്തും.
Good.
Barefoot Embrace is about Kartiyani Amma's 4 years of going to the school till she turned 100 years old, just a few weeks back, and now she's preparing for grade 4th. It's about those 4 years and what a total journey of her through not just an education but also her mind, how she feels about women and empowerment and spirituality. It's a powerful woman whose story, I think, he helped me capture it like this. So I'll give it to him.
Well, and what Vikas did so well was capture a story that's universal. You know, it's set in a very specific time and place with very specific societal and political themes that are attached to it, but ultimately it's a story that anyone can relate to. It's a story about someone who never gives up despite the many challenges that she's faced, someone who's perseveres, and by making what might seem as like a simple act of continuing her education or starting her education.
So, you know, as we saw, and you also saw the Barefoot Empress movie. So what message would you want to tell to people out there? And I know your organization is trying to help a lot of people, and I want you to talk about it.
Sure. So, you know, inspired by Amma, Leap to Shine has pledged to educate 5 million girl children in the next 10 years. Of course, it is not possible without the help of everyone. So, you know, if we all join together, everything is possible. So the best way to reach us is send us an email, info, that is INFO, at leaptoshine.org. They can just email us or just go on our website, and as soon as you type leaptoshine.org, it'll pop up. You just put in your name and email address and let us know that you want to be contacted, and we'll be in touch. We are very we are completely volunteer driven and would love to get as much help as possible to make, more access to more children.
And now time to say goodbye from today's Vision of Asia Voice of Community, but time also to remember and remind you that we can be reached with our programming on our Facebook page. So be friends with ITV Gold's Facebook page, subscribe to ITV Gold's YouTube channel, and keep writing events@itvgold.com. Thank you very much for being with us. Stay well, stay safe. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.